Hi, this is Chris McKaylee, and I wanted to provide an overview of the 2021 California legislative session by the numbers. There were just over 800 bills that reached the governor's desk after the 2021 California legislative session. That included close to 700 bills that were passed in the final month of the session. There were 2,421 bills that were introduced in the 2021 session. 828 bills were introduced in the state Senate, and 1,593 bills were introduced in the Assembly. In total, 836 bills made it to the governor's desk, and Governor Newsom signed into law roughly 34.5% of the total bills that were introduced. 3% of the bills that were introduced were vetoed. The governor signed 770 of the 836 bills that reached his desk. That was a 92.1% signature rate. Only 66 bills were vetoed. So that was a 7.9% veto rate. Of the 770 bills that were signed into law, 66% were Assembly bills and 34% were Senate bills. Of the ABs that were signed into law in 2021, 75% were authored by Democrats, 11.5% were authored by Republicans, and 13.5% were either committee bills or authored by the independent legislator. 76% of the Senate bills that became law were authored by Democrats, 8.5% were authored by Republicans, and 15.5% were committee bills. Of the 66 vetoed bills in the 2021 session, 68% were ABs and 32% were SBs. Of the ABs that were vetoed, 91% were written by Democrats, 4% by Republicans, and the remaining 5% came from committee bills or the independent legislator. Regarding the SBs, 86% were authored by Democrats that were vetoed, and 14% were written by Republicans. Governor Newsom's 7.9% veto rate in the 2021 legislative session was down from the 13% of the bills that he vetoed in 2020. Both were lower rates than the 16.5% veto rate in his first year in office in the 2019 legislative session. Just by comparison, Governor Jerry Brown in his second stint as governor received between 850 and 1,250 bills annually. He vetoed a low of 10% and a high of 15% of those bills.